So Monsterverse has officially been unbanned by Roblox. Some players still can't access the game though, and there's a free Halo that you guys can claim with a special code I'm going to share with you guys in this video, so stay tuned to learn about that. But regardless, for those of you that don't know, basically 2 days ago now, almost 3 days ago actually, Monsterverse was falsely banned off of Roblox. I've seen a lot of rhetoric and a lot of, theories and people pointing fingers at certain items for why Monsterverse was banned, and although you may believe that certain items are inherently sexual, what Monsterverse was banned for is none of the items that people have pointed out on social media, and I want to make that clear. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about what the devs have discussed potentially being the reason as to why the game was banned, but regardless, the reason the game was banned in my opinion is not valid and it doesn't make any sense. And what's even funnier is the owner of the game, they weren't even notified when the game was back up on Roblox. They found out from people leaving comments and telling them about it, which is shocking to me because, first of all, this isn't just like a random game anymore. This game has over 2 million visits. This is not a small and insignificant game, and not to say that small and insignificant games shouldn't get attention by Roblox, but it's shocking that a game of this size would not get a notification that, hey, yeah, so we falsely banned you, but don't worry, your game's back. It just, to me, seems like Roblox just has no accountability in this situation. And unfortunately, it makes me really worried because, in my opinion, the game was falsely banned, and what's stopping the game from getting falsely banned again? A lot of players are rejoicing on Twitter, being like, oh my god, yay, the game's back! And I agree with you, I'm also happy. I'm about to play the game as soon as this video is done. I'm super excited. But regardless, I think that our struggles are not over, and unfortunately, this has to do with a larger issue in the Roblox space, where Roblox moderation is constantly falsely flagging games. And Monsterverse is not the only game that's been a victim of this. I was sent other content from another game creator about their game being falsely flagged, and it got so bad they had to permanently delete their game, which is obviously incredibly unfortunate. And what these two games have in common is that the other game also featured, you guess it, female bodies. And I guess Roblox has an issue with female bodies except for when they're profiting from it through the direct sale of the assets, but I went over that in my last video. So regardless, as of now, Monsterverse is back up on the app, but remember that the struggles are not over, and I'm not saying the game's gonna get banned again, but there needs to still be, accountability and pressure put onto Roblox to stop this from happening, because at the end of the day, in my opinion, an innocent game was falsely, what's the word? Like, it was falsely targeted and falsely victimized by Roblox's poor moderation, and that resulted in them having 2 full days of missed revenue, 2 full days of harassment from players, 2 full days of their game being trash talked on social media because it was taken down, and 2 full days of absolute stress trying to figure out how they can get the Roblox gods to agree with them when they did absolutely nothing wrong. And there's still definitely a big issue here, and I don't want players to be like, oh, the game's back up, yay, and just completely forget about this. There still needs to be accountability, and I would still encourage you guys to continue to leave messages to Roblox respectfully asking for them to describe or tell us how they're going to be managing their moderation system, because this is not an effective way to do so. We were constantly banning basic games on Roblox for just having women's bodies, okay? Now, with that in mind, because of the whole game being taken down for a couple days, Monsterverse was generous enough to actually give you guys a free item, so we're going to go over that announcement now. It reads, Monsterverse, we are back. Ghouls, we are so happy to announce Monsterverse is back up. We are as shocked as you are, but to tell you all this news brings so much happiness to us is an understatement. We also want to thank you. Thank you for supporting us through moments like these. We are truly grateful to have a community like ours. And we didn't forget about the special free item we teased. So go redeem it now. New code, we are back. Now, I saw people making this mistake last time, but when you redeem a code in Monsterverse, you have to make sure it is all capitals and there are no spaces. And for those of you that maybe don't know how to redeem a code, you go to the phone, you click on the settings, and then you enter the code at the bottom and make sure it's all in caps. They also said, we've also been working on some updates, but Roblox truly caught us off guard, but don't worry, those will be rolling out really soon. Play Monsterverse, and like always, your second life is your afterlife. And then they left a little comment here saying, no, like for real, Roblox did not alert us the game was back up. Which is so silly. As soon as I saw the game was back up, I immediately messaged Peach. I'm like, oh my god, like your game's back up. And she didn't even, like, I'm sure she found out before I messaged her. I don't think my message, like, told her game was back up. But it's shocking to me that she did not know that the game, like, you think Roblox would send you an email, like, be like, oh, sorry about that. Yeah, like, we did make you lose 2 days of revenue. Like, oopsies, our bad. Like, but instead of saying anything, the game's just magically back up. And in my opinion, that is an attempt from Roblox to not face accountability and, just kind of try and sweep this under the rug, which is a consistent theme, in my opinion, on Roblox's behalf. And I really don't like that. I don't like that they're not going to apologize for making a big mistake. And maybe they will eventually, I don't know. But regardless, I remember when I was like 12, my account was like falsely banned, my childhood account. And I submitted so many appeals because I was so upset and I hadn't done anything wrong. And then my account was just randomly one day back up on Roblox. I never got an email from them. I never got an announcement, never any sort of communication, and my account was permanently banned. So why it was still up or why it came back up, I have no idea. But I even have personal experiences with Roblox not taking accountability for mistakes that they've made. And it's just like crazy in my mind that they can do this to a game, especially a game with this many players in it. Now, on top of that, they did also put this post saying bug reports will be open back up today for those who have experienced more glitches. I'm just trying to set things up. Thank you for being so patient with me. And then a lot of players have also, on top of like the game being re-released, have been complaining that they can't get into the lobbies in the game. There's also been some influencers in the influencer server that are saying like they quite literally cannot get in, and they're just stuck on like a permanent loading screen, which I understand is annoying. I would speculate this maybe because like there's so many people joining, but the dev team did right here. We were also aware of loading screens taking longer to load the game. We truly weren't prepared for the game to get back up today. We'll roll out a fix as soon as possible. So I'm assuming maybe this is just like an internal error. I don't know. But regardless, if your game isn't loading, do not worry. It's not like a new bug or anything like that. The devs are actively working to fix that. And obviously they didn't expect for the game to be back up so quickly, which I say quickly, it's been 2 days, but like just like out of the blue with no warning, just all of a sudden at some random time on a Wednesday afternoon, they're like, yeah, here you go. And so obviously they probably weren't expecting that. And I would assume these people were probably doing things during the day. So regardless, it's great the game is back up, but that does not mean that Roblox escapes culpability for what they have done. And I really do hope that they are either A, going to completely get rid of their AI moderation, or B, make some changes to the moderation system so this cannot keep happening, because it is not fair when games that are just trying to represent women's bodies are constantly victimized because, God forbid, they represent someone with a bigger chest. And I know there's people, again, putting out content saying, oh, well, it's this top. Oh, well, it's this, it's this, it's this. Based on the moderation note and based on what I've been told by other people, I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true. I think it genuinely is an issue with Roblox's moderation system, and it's not just something that has to do with a specific asset. It's like, in my opinion, a mix of mass reporting and a mix of, just people being upset with the game and so reporting it, and so the game's getting flagged constantly. And we know, at least from my experience and from like Roblox news outlets that I've been following, Roblox with the whole schlep situation, they've been a lot quicker to ban people and a lot more like cutthroat with it. And I feel like because of all the attention with Roblox moderation and how poor the moderation system has been, the game is almost like incentivized to be really aggressive with their banning, which I don't think is a bad thing or anything like that, but it's also not a good thing when you're like actively victimizing innocent people. So regardless, Roblox needs to find a balance between the two, where let's be cutthroat with the actual predators on the platform, and maybe, just maybe, leave games alone that are representing women's bodies. But hey, maybe I'm crazy for saying that. Let me know in the comment section below. But regardless, MonsterVerse is back up. You guys now get a free Halo as a little special gift. And for those of you that maybe can't load into MonsterVerse right now, do not worry, they are actually trying to fix the loading screens, and it may just take some time. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and let me know what you're gonna do as soon as you get into MonsterVerse, because I am gonna run to the game as soon as I'm done publishing this, because I've missed it very much. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!